Hello, this is Greg Allison with Green Greg's Garden and Worm Farm, coming to you with the very first edition, the very first version, volume of Green Greg's Quarantine Living. This is my new series, Quarantine Living, to teach you how to survive, thrive, and stay alive in a quarantine. How do we make the most of it? That's what this series is going to be all about, living in quarantine, making the most out of it. There are opportunities, and we'll be talking about them. So how do you like my new bug outfit, right? Actually, I've had these around for a long time. Some people probably thought, great, you're not a prepper. Where's your gas mask? Well, you know, hey, I don't show everything. All right, let's get, if I can see everybody a little better. I'll take this off. Yeah, I can see you. I will take these off for a minute. I broke them. Yeah, you can see where I was wearing all that, right? Presses up on the face and the skin there. So let's get back in more regular attire here. Well, if you need to, in quarantine and you're under a situation of duress, you might need something like that as part of your dress. Well, you dress up. Oh, let's go light here. There, much better, right? This is a Green Greg, you know. There you go. All right. So, with this series, I plan to bring you segments on how you can live, make a living, and things you can do while living under quarantine. And making a living and the similar topics will be a big part of it. I talked a little bit about that in a previous video, which could really qualify as the first session of this technically, but I hadn't declared it to be quarantine living. I think I said living in quarantine for one of my previous videos. So that was really the prelude to this. And I've dropped hints on it otherwise. So today I want to show you a couple hints or give you a couple tips on things. For one, I did get a new bucket of food supplies from My Patriot Supply. I'm going to show you a little bit on that in a minute. And I'll do a video soon to come for opening this. I haven't opened it yet because I'm waiting. We'll do it in a video. And we will actually cook and prepare some of this great food. To get this kind of stuff, go to preparewithgreg.com. And we'll go through a little bit of that soon. Let's see here. And in the meantime, what I'm going to do is I'm going to show you a tip. And the tip is, we all know in bad times that money can be dirty in the best and worst of times. When you have diseases floating around, viruses and things, some people say the coronavirus, and particularly COVID-19, can survive up to 9 days on paper products. Well, we all exchange this. I mean, this goes through so many hands. So many hands. So you don't know how to handle this. Do I want to handle paper money anymore? What you could do is take it and wear gloves when you take it, or open a little baggie until whoever's giving you new money to drop it in the bag. Like a little sandwich bag that you carry with you. And then you can find a place to get somewhere where you can wash this. And I have already done that. I've got a little nut bag at work, or a nut container. I got nuts in this little plastic jar. And I've actually done what I'm about to do at work. But this is a DIY, do-it-yourself channel. So we're going to make our own DIY money laundering machine out of a milk jug. And a trusty, dusty Swiss Army knife. I did a video talking about my 3 favorite knives. A Swiss Army knife was one of my 3 favorite knives. A small knife is good for dexterity. And when you cut something, please be advised, this is a dangerous operation. You could hurt yourself. So only do this if you're really trained and know what you're doing. And there are certain tips to know, like to cut away from yourself always. Now, the funny thing is, I've had a pocket knife since I was 5 years old. So I'm going to cut out and make me a nice little bucket out of this jug. Work the jug into a bucket. I'm going to cut away from myself again. Top down, down. And I'm going to cut over here. You can't see it all, can you? Sorry. Cut down here. So all I'm doing is using the knife to cut out this top. So I can make me an access point. I can just reach in with my hand. Like so. And I've created two items. A funnel of sort. I could have made it a little bit bigger here if I wanted more of a funnel. And I've taken a jug and made a bucket. And what's neat about this bucket is it's got a hole big enough I can just reach in with my hand. And so I got that dirty money. What did I do with it? Actually, I think I had washed this money previously. Money laundering. Oh my God, we're covering money laundering here on Green Graves. Hope I don't go to jail for this. Well, this is not hiding money, as in what's called money laundering. So I'll just put the bills in the bottom here, as you can see. And I got another little addition here. Worm soap. Now I will do a video in the future on worm soap and how we use it here as another topic. But this is 91% isopropyl alcohol. And what I'm going to do, yeah, you got to watch it. And this stuff is flammable, by the way. I'm just going to pour it in on top of the money. Now, it might be best to use a jug with a silver lid. I'm just going to swish it around and get this money good and wet. The cool thing about alcohol is it readily evaporates. The top reason not to do a jug like this is because I can't cover it. So all this alcohol needs to be poured into a jug you can seal it in. And I got tons of these. This is actually a water jug. Spring water came in it, you see. Spring water. So wipe this alcohol off. Evaporate like almighty get out everywhere I splashed it. And it's going to smell the room up nice and wonderfully. And the worm soap writing is faded, unfortunately. So, the key thing about this is just take this money. It's totally wet. The alcohol is not going to hurt the money. And I can just lay it out on a surface and let it dry. I'll move my gas mask accessories here. And guys, you know, hey, I like to have a little fun. And that's why I did that. You know, it's important to have a little humor in life because when things get crazy, get bad, you need to be able to find some humor. It helps keep you adjusted. It helps keep you from losing your mind in bad times. I always try to find something to give you a little humor. And humor is not wrong. It's never wrong to find some humor in something, even in bad times. Of course, when you're in grief, sometimes you need, you know, you lose some loved one, you want to go through, I believe, 7 stages of grief. It's important to process that emotionally, but it's also important to stay mentally in good shape in bad times. So I'm going to mix humor in on my channel from time to time because I cover heavy topics, doomsday, prepping, all kind of things that, you know, it hits the fan. I got all this loose alcohol in there. I can pour it back in that jug, but it's kind of dirty alcohol. Now I probably will take care of it into another jug, maybe one just like that. But in essence, what I have done is I've taken 91% isopropyl alcohol and soaked this money in it. And see, George Washington still got that dry little wooden false teeth smile going there. I assume you've heard the story of his false teeth and how it's awful when he had a picture painted on him. Nothing's fading out, nothing is smudging. You can see no smudge. Regular ink smudges on alcohol, but not what's on the bills. This is good stuff. It's not hurt the bill whatsoever. It will dry out because alcohol dries very well. If you need to help expedite the drying, you can flip the little sheets over. But I just taught you how to on your money. We're going to do a lot of things in this series. One thing I like to do is use this series also with guest attendants, guest preppers, and other people who have advice and tips on things to make life better while they're in a quarantine. What can you do? It might be cooking. It might be how you prep your food, how you make a living, different things, different tips that pertain specifically to life under quarantine. And I got the idea from two sources for this title, one being Southern Living, a very popular magazine here in the South that started in 1966 about lifestyle. And then there was Martha Stewart Living. This is hope that talking about Southern Living don't wind me up in quarantine. I'm fogged up here. My camera wasn't focused. Martha Stewart. See the bars behind me, the bamboo? Actually, that's sugar cane bars. Let's hope I don't wind up behind bars like Martha Stewart. No, I won't do anything like I think she did or is accused of doing. But in any event, so yeah, what I like to do is bring on other guests and cover a lot of topics under this series. Things that you need to know if you're living under quarantine, how to organize, how to have communities while keeping your distance, how to do a lot of things. We're going to cover that, just how to live. That's why I'm going to call it quarantine living. So if you have ideas for things you'd like to see and hear, I may not be able to do everything, but leave comments below. If you're a channel and you're interested, YouTube prepping channel, gardening channel, prepsteader type channel, if you're interested in going on a live session with me in this series, let me know. Leave a comment below and we'll coordinate some type of email arrangement so that you can email me and we will take this thing forward. So I hope to do many future series in quarantine living. And enjoy my coffee, right? So, and I'll do an opening of my patient supplies. And I advise you right now, this may be the only way to get stuff soon is by mail order. And this being in a plastic container makes it good to spray down with Lysol. Not have to worry about hurting the contents within it or wiping down with alcohol, like this 51% isopropyl alcohol. I could just take the alcohol, paper towel. Not receiving something like this and just dab it down. Oh yeah, what I love about these buckets is when it's all said and done, I got a bucket. And buckets are great for prepper use and storage things, especially when they come with a nice little carrying handle. So there you are. We will cover this hopefully this weekend. And I'll do much more, many more videos in this series. And I'll do prepping videos that aren't part of this series too. I'll still cover prepping topics. I'll still cover topics to keep your eyes wide open, head on a swivel. I think I'm going to call my news type topics where I'm talking about things going on in the world, things you need to be aware of. My head on the swivel and eyes wide open news. Or eyes wide open, head on the swivel news. Anyway, so I really appreciate it, everyone. Go check my links, check my links, prepwithgreg.com, prepwithgreg.com, links below. Check greengregs.com for worms. And you're going to need seeds, and I'm going to do a special series on video on seeds. It'll be outside of this because it's going to be more survival. And I got a prepping story from the 1830s that you'd be interested in. I'm going to call this video The Seeds of Survival. And so I think you'll really enjoy that. So my friends, please subscribe to the channel, click the update notification bell, click all, so that you'll get all the future videos in my series, different series I'm going to be doing. So I'm trying to branch out and show a little more creativity in my channel. I hope you enjoy it. Leave your comments below what you think about it. If you don't think this is the way to go, let me know. If you like the humor, I won't always be starting out with a gas mask on. That may not always be as funny in the series, but I am planning a different little series, a little forecast series, which I'm hoping will be quite humorous. Yeah, a humorous disaster forecast series. Mention that. Does that sound good? Does that sound cool? Let me know what you think. Anyway, thank everyone for watching. Stay tuned. This is going to be an interesting series, lots to come. And have an awesome day.